Hi, Aries Risings. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have the rising sign in the zodiac sign of Aries, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you, and then we'll get a major arcana card, and then we'll get a card from the End of the World as We Know It deck, created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything's been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. I hope that everyone's doing well, feeling well, staying blessed. And let's get your first card here. For Aries Rising, for love. First card, Aries Rising, for love. Five of Swords. That's typically going to be about sabotage. I do also get this being, with this being here, I do get this being about an ending of some sort here. This is going to be a low vibrational 5 energy. There's desolate energy here, deserted energy. And then I do get a sense of surrendering. But this will be about sabotage. So someone may have sabotaged a connection. And with this being in love, this is going to be connected to romance. So this could be you, or this could be someone you have been connecting to. Let's see what's at the bottom. I think it's interesting that this one card came through. So we're going to see what the bottom of the deck is. Swords is going to be air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Fives could be connected to Leo energy, and then also Taurus energy as well. I'm also getting to, like, someone may have feel like they dropped the ball. I also get, like, for some reason, this energy here being on the ground is going to be significant. The Pentacle energy could be significant also too, with that star being covered. So some kind of sabotage connected to a star. And then I just get someone being floored. Maybe fainting or not feeling well. I am getting that here though. And I do get that possibly being, if someone did sabotage something. It's I'm getting a karmic reaction with that and what I got there. 3 of Swords will be here. 2 Swords will be here. But I see these swords being separated almost as if it's like a 2 of Wands. The energy here is coming through as a 3 of Sword, even though the arm is going to be in between these two here. But we do have that 2 Sword energy, like I'm picking up here also here too. 3 of Swords will be about backstabbing, betrayal. 5 of Swords is also about doing what it takes to win at all costs, winning battles and not really winning the war. And also participating in behavior where there's really no win. Starting off on this energy of sabotage to begin with. Let's see what's at the bottom here. Oh my gosh, here's the 2 of Wands. So that'll confirm. What I was getting here is just looks like the 2 of Wands here to me with these swords here. And with partial energy of this person no longer being there, that just goes back to the floored energy. Someone feeling like they're at a loss also here too. And so here's the 2 of Wands that I was picking up for these 2 swords here. And I just, like, I really don't want to speak on this energy anymore. I'm ready to move on. And I feel like you may be too when it comes to this particular energy here. But I do see someone who's in the middle of two wands. The sun shining on this. There's like an awning of some sort where there may have been some kind of attempt to benefit off of whatever is a part of this. Like, I'm getting a facade of an energy, and that being why the sun is here. Because you see here in this two of one, someone that has their chest out, like confident. And then overall, we do have a seven energy here, where I'm getting deception with the seven of swords. And then Libra energy could be significant also too. And then I see three distinct energies of a flower energy. So it could have been that wanting to do something deceptive connected to some kind of attempting to benefit. Like, you get a piece, you get a piece, you get a piece of whatever was being sabotaged in order to gain, where I'm seeing like the clothing being connected to this also too. And then the desert energy is also going to be here. I get this being like on the other side of the mountain. There's a little bit of water that's here. I also see that here. So there's some kind of destruction. I also get a tower, possibly, with the mountains being here, and now they're no longer here. And this person has fallen down to the ground. That's what I get here. They're also without the sun. So take what resonates for that. Let's get your money card for Aries rising. We have the Princess of Swords. And so here, princesses in this deck are going to be pages. And there's a negative energy that's here. Justice as a result. For spying. The sun energy is going to apply here. I was getting possibly this being one of the wand energies, seeing that lotus coming out of this sword here. And then the bird energy being significant here. Shape-shifting energy, utilizing and violating boundaries. This being in your money. So someone up in your business where they have no business. And as a result, justice coming through and being served. Illumination on the bird. I see that here. This bird connect where they may even try to hide. Like, the presence here is like wanting to hide stuff. But the mountains are here. They're also going to be here. So I also get this possibly being one of the wand energies. And this being that person here. This bird is very alert. I also feel like they're programmed. Manipulated in some kind of way to do bad things, to go off and do bad things. Maybe like the shape-shifting energy, like just violating animals, people, and using things that they shouldn't be doing. And that also being why justice is here too. And then being a very dark energy, a soulless energy, and someone who's been very hurt. I'm getting during childhood, and that just carrying through where this person needs healing. Mental health is also coming through here too. And then the bangs are wanting to come through significantly as well. But I feel that the truth is something about attempting to stab, possibly backstab, a lotus energy, someone who's rising. And this could be you that is on the rise here. I do get you being a lotus energy. And this being an attempt to do so. Anything that's being done towards you, it's only being done towards whoever is sending this energy. So this person is pretty much telling on themselves what it is that they've attempted to do, and then those actions staying and remaining with this particular person. And this also being illuminated. So then with the Justice card here, this eye gaze here, I do get that being an attempt to try to scare. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So someone may come off with a hard exterior as if they are a tough person, and they're really not. It's to hide everything, like all the clothing here, it's hiding. It's hiding everything that's from within this person, but it's also relaying the truth about this person and who it is that they really are and what they do. And then this is going to be universal energy of seeing and knowing. I do get this being spiritual protection, ancestral energy with the eyes here. Whatever was sent with this intent here is now being justified and being brought into balance. The triangle is going to be significant, a symbol of fire, but I do get that being a false representation. And then you can see the triangles that are here. And then the flower energy with what's happened here with the lotus. And then even here you have it in the Five of Swords, and then the flowers that I picked up here is going to be the supportive energy for the scales of justice and universal law. And then the bird energy is right in the rays here of the overall rays that are connected to the justice energy that's here. I don't get this being a person. I get this being the universe, God. And then we have the sun and the moon. So I get that being about what's done in the dark is also going to be brought to light and be seen. Where you have the bird in the moonlight, that hiding energy. The bird also here in the sunlight being seen. Yin and yang energy, this is going to be the importance of balance overall. It does cover the throat chakra, the heart chakra, and part of the solar plexus chakra. So that being significant, connected to talents, love, speech, and communication, however that may be. But justice being served for any kind of melee that's happening in your money, and anyone who's violating and crossing boundaries where they have no business. This person is being brought to justice. What we put out is what we get back. Energy of 8 will be here with the Justice card, and so that'll be exactly pertaining to what I just said. Karma. The energy of Saturn and the 8s being connected to that as well. And then the month of August could be significant also. I do see a 5 and a 3 that create this 8 here. So contract energy connected to an Empress. Simply what I get here. And with that being in the money section and what is here, just confirming that this is going to be connected to a feminine energy that's been violated in both love and money. All right, let's get your U card for Aries rising. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Six of Cups reverse. And I was going to say, I get this being connected to an ending of some sort, connected to someone who's at a loss, and then you having a strictly new beginning here with the Ace of Wands, a spark and something created here for you, destined for you, where I get this pinpoint being about the design here that's specifically made and meant for you after there being a breakup of a connection here. Six of Cups reverse is going to be exactly that. Two people who have parted ways. Ten of Pentacles being connected here. It's going to be similar to this energy, but it also speaking to unsettlement. This being the important energy here, you having something new here. Fire energy, this will be your energy. And then also Sagittarius, Leo, and a Fucus. Aces have nothing to do with the past. And then travel could be significant also here too. I am getting that. Being a part of one's presence and that being very important. And then the sun energy, I get this being a beautiful blend connected to justice with the sun and the moon energy and the fire and a catalytic action being taken here, connected to the design here meant for you specifically, getting away from any kind of disruption, discord, and a breakup. And then let's see what's at the bottom here. King of Pentacles. So this could be you, or this could be someone that's coming in for you. I get this being a completely new person. With this being a king energy, this is going to be someone who's loyal, committed. Could be the Hierophant energy that was being picked up. Hierophant and Empress energy with the contract energy. Or this just could be someone who has great wealth here, who's coming towards you. This being a part of your design and what's meant for you as a feminine energy. Coming into a counterpart energy. So with the King of Pentacles being here and in the upright, I do get a lot of you, if you're feminines, this being you as a Queen of Pentacles, manifesting and successfully manifesting a new beginning here with a King of Pentacles here, who is a very fair person, very grounded and practical person. They're great with their money. They know how to make money and then also increase on that money as well. And then I do see mountains here. So I do get that new energy being connected. I'm getting this being more of a cleanse energy, like a clear space of some sort. The green pastures are going to be significant also too, where I get that being associated with great health. It's a warm and nurturing, loving energy and being surrounded by all things beautiful and comforts and luxuries. And rightfully so. This is hard work that's paid off. This is diligent work also too. This King of Pentacles stays steady. And then the four pillars could be significant also too. We only see three here, but you do see that fourth one as a part of this design here too. So this being, like I'm just getting a jolly giver. Someone who's happy, stable, secure, willing and ready to give also too. I did notice the drop here in the center of the crown here for the Justice. Universal support energy. I am getting a connect with the crown energy that's here and just seeing a similar situation here in this party. This part of what's coming through here with the Justice. And there could be a celebration that's coming about here with this particular energy coming through connected. But loyalty, committed, a person of integrity. And they have a lot of money. leave that there. Let's get your major arcana. So again, take what resonates. You could be the male energy that's coming through, or you could be the female energy that's resonating with this entire reading in itself. All right, let's get your major arcana for Aries rising. With the way that this reading is flowing, I also get there being a good balance with your fire, and that being also why the universal support is here, speaking to the yin and yang and the scale energy. Your polarity energy, I should mention that too, is Libra. So this being shadow work with that 7 energy and having dealt with what's here in the love. Justice being Libra energy also here too. So that just speaks to the power from within you, and how it is that we've manifested this beautiful Ace of Wand new beginning and this loyal energy of a King of Pentacles coming through. Aries rising. That's beautiful. And then your fire being here. Like the polarity, Libra energy being here, fire being here. It's like great preparation and then seeing great result. Aries rising. Underlay, mommy, EI. EI could be significant. I do get that being a part of ascension, being on a new level, and in a new cycle here. This is going to be the Emperor card. And it landed right on top of the 2 of Wands here. I'm getting like a face-to-face energy, but then I just get the energy of the Emperor showing up. Showing up, being one of security and protection, possibly coming through as someone, it'll be this King of Pentacles, but coming through as someone who's going to be here for the feminine energy that's coming through. And so then the Empress energy was mentioned here with that 3 energy, connected to the contract energy of the 5 with the Hierophant energy. The next card after the Empress is going to be the 4. So this being a stand-up person here. I'm also getting the song The Bridge is Over by KRS. So take what resonates for that. But I do see this being the Hierophant energy with them holding not only the navigation and the map, finding their way to you, but the Torah also being here too. This being a very clever energy. It'll be the component of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is one of 4 kings that makes up the overall Emperor energy, and this is a card of Aries here too. So this will speak to that beautiful, successful result of you doing some beautiful shadow work here to bring about illumination, to render any kind of discord in the love section, and then also in the money, and having this new beginning here of fire. Boss energy, entrepreneur energy, someone who's very well balanced also too. And then this energy of gold being significant, I get that being connected to what's here with the King of Pentacles and just being very, very stable and very secure, very blessed and abundant. The white energy will speak to purity, but also Cancer energy. And then the red energy represents Aries. They could have also to Scorpio energy. But this is also possibly going to be about someone who's also a good dad. One who keeps order. When they see what they want, they go and they get it. They make great decision in doing so also too. Not hasty. They could be stubborn at times, but they're also going to be, again, a very loving energy, as the Emperor is going to be all 4 kings. The King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. Able to utilize those energies, and I do get that being magician energy too, and how it is that they got to be this Emperor, but able to utilize those elements and make them work in their favor. And this also being about for the betterment of all, I'm getting. So again, you could be the male energy that's coming through or the feminine energy, but I do see There being a new start of some sort here with blessings coming through for a feminine, coming into great balance as an empress and an emperor, and an emperor showing up and being a boss. Being a boss in their life and then being a boss in others' lives too. And it not being about overseeing and overpowering people, it's about empowering and uplifting. For your possible channel title too, Aries Risings, I also got sovereignty. Alright, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh my god, I was gonna say this. I wish I would have said this. Okay, so before I show this, actually, the Chariot energy, I channeled that right before I started your reading. But that's what we have here because it looks almost exactly the same. Gosh dang it. But you can see the mirroring energies here. And then this will be the Cancerian energy connected to the purity energy of the white. And the association being here. Contract energy, there'll be a 2 here. Taurus energy, and then High Priestess energy. But this will be the great balance. This is also the 7 energy for all of you here. So I do get this being not only for you as feminines, the fire from within you and the counterpart energy of the Emperor being here. I do get this being the Empress sitting high and pretty on their throne, being uplifted. It's the uplifting energy. Everything from the Emperor energy is going to be here. And then everything from the Empress energy is going to be a part of the Emperor. This is so pretty. And then you have gold and silver that are here. The crown energy, the sun energy at the crown. I get that sun representation, that being about a lot of you as feminines being in your power, and that balance energy, and that speaking to the Libra energy here, but then the sunlight energy that's here, the fire from within, the illumination that has brought about truth and restoring balance here. And you doing this, so great job. Great job. And then the pyramids could be significant also too. The purple energy will be Sagittarius and Ophiuchus energy, but I also get that being a part of Leo season and royalty, especially with the sun and the sun being the ruler of Leo. So that could be relevant for you also too. And then the Sphinx energy, this is going to speak to great majesty and royal magic is what I'm picking up here, but it's the security and the protection from other king energies. I also get being supported by divine masculine, being supported by spirit, being supported in general because it's a part of your design to have this beautiful energy in your life here. All things beautiful, great balance, intuitiveness. A lot of you could be great psychics. But just being very blessed and very destined here. And then I do get these colors kind of correlating with each other. So that could be significant also too. This is super pretty. The Chariot is the sitting pretty energy for feminine energy is what I also get here too. It could be about movement forward. But from what I've studied and researched, and also what I'm picking up, is a sitting pretty energy for the Empress to be in this confidence and that knowing, doing the work and doing the work successfully, knowing this for oneself, being uplifted and supported, and then sitting, assessing, and observing in order to make the best decision for one when moving forward. The wheel energy, I do get that being a part of the galactic energy and also what has come through here for the Ace of Wands. And this could even be about an offer that's coming through from this Emperor here, also known as the King of Pentacles. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let's get your final card. And what I'm also getting here too, Universe being a part of that illumination with the eye beams, where I'm getting this here. Let's do this here. And this being about the blessed design here. The Lovers as the backing. Choice, the balance, even more balance, the sun, the illumination of truth and what is. The two people, what's destined here, coming together and coming into fruition. Behind that, Judgment. Awakenings. Behind that, the Moon. The Hanging Man. Sabotage. There being no stagnancy. Sitting pretty and magnetizing towards you, an Emperor who may have been stagnant in the past, and this being the sabotage here. Them being asked to make a judgment call to do what's right. Whatever's connected to these secrets here. I even get to the judgment energy being about this air energy and them not really being present. And that also being why a lot of US feminines are here sitting pretty, and that chariot energy that I actually channeled. Being specific for you to have you know about your power, being in your power and not chasing, but magnetizing towards you what it is that's right for you, and the universe coming through to support that, to bring about illumination of what is and what's meant and what's in design here for you. So the action and the fire of this Emperor, they're coming towards you, where it's not about the feminine energy moving towards anyone. The Emperor sits pretty, and they're also being respected as well. But this is also going to be about recognition of, again, of what is. And then with the 7 and the 4 here, we have the energy of 11. That being the Strength card when it comes to this deck. But I also get the Justice energy of 11 being significant. And we do have Justice here. Justice can either be 8 or 11 depending on the particular decks that are used. So I do get that being significant also as well. And then just want to mention one more thing before I move on. The uplifting energy of you both. Being of greater knowledge and wisdom. The Torah will speak to that Hierophant energy for this person. So they may have ascended, gone through something specific, especially with the Emperor landing here on this 2 of Wands, where they may be seeing their truth and what was connected to some sabotage. The feminine being in the knowing. And then with the Emperor and the Empress being mentioned, along with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, I do get Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. So possibly the Divine Masculine stepping into their power, and they're showing up. If they're not showing up for what it is that you're actually channeling or resonating with when it comes to this and what you're picking up intuitively, this is going to be a new cycle here and something new here for you. So take what resonates for that. But I do get soulmate recognition and something coming about here for you that's prosperous, in design and meant for you, being supported by the universe. Alright, that's way too many cards. 1 card for Aries rising, please. And that all landed on the King of Pentacles. I just feel they may be seeing, it's waking up. The Judgment card is about awakenings, waking up, karma. More of the universal law coming through and supporting what's meant to be. Aries risings. New moon. And the next moon phase, major moon phase, will be the new moon. So that could be significant. The keywords, the main thing about the new moon, I should say, is going to be instinct, new beginning, and seed. So seeds that you've been planting, coming into fruition. I feel it doesn't even pertain to anything that's been planted in this lifetime. It's about what's meant for you in this lifetime from seeds that have been planted lifetimes ago. That's what I get there. I think this moved a little bit, so I'm just going to move that back. But the keywords for new moon are going to be emerge, renew, generate, plan, establish, initiate, awaken. And I feel you have done that successfully by being in your power to help bring in what's rightfully meant for you. At the bottom of this stack, we have a fucus in reverse. So you may have been dealing with a past energy that had some negative association with the fucus energy. This being the shadow work, part of the shadow work that's been done. I do get this being a sense of something being over. Here I see a 10 and then a 3 here, so an Empress being left behind. But this also being about endings with that 10, speaking to the end of major cycles and new beginnings taking place. So no longer being mistreated for a lot of you as the Empress energy, and you having manifested successfully your Emperor. Knowing your worth, sitting pretty, magnetizing, creating, and voila. Aries risings, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you all so much. Peace.